Welcome to Market Movers. I'm Jim Urio with Scott and Mark.
Hi, Jim.
So, okay, March 1st is that ominous trade deadline we've talked about for a long time. Do we get some sort of a deal? Does the market want some sort of a deal?
Seems like forever, right, that this deadline is coming. I don't think we get a deal. The market, I believe, based on what we've seen trading in the ES, the ZN, wants a deal. It's just what happens after that deal comes down the road, Jim, is anybody's guess. But I think it's a sell the news type of scenario.
Okay, so Henry, that's what I'm saying, is that if it's been climbing up that ladder, every time someone's mentioned some good news, you definitely just alluded to it, there's a chance that there's kind of a buy the rumor, sell the fact thing after it happens. It's possible.
Absolutely, because in my opinion, most of this trade deal, whatever it looks like, whenever it comes to fruition, is already in the ES,
okay,
for example.
The next question after we talk about trades is going to be how the Fed reacts to this, so prepare yourself now. Now, before we dive into our trade discussion, I'd like to point out that these are examples, not recommendations or advice. When we priced this out, the ES was trading 27.81. Scott.
Jim, 27.81, my friend, on the ES, which
Holy
seems
cow.
so far away just a few weeks and months ago, my goodness. So that just again tells me things may be bumping up against some just a little too high levels here. So just an example, Jim, I'm looking at buying the week 1 March 27.75, 27.50 put spread for 7.5 ticks. This trade expires March 1st, risk 375, make a potential 875. You mentioned the underlying at 27.81. Just looking at the VIX, looking at the ZN, how the ZN's been rallying, things are a little bit too quiet in my opinion here. I've got a lot of longs on. I think this has some good protection into it.
I love this trade. I'm going to give one that's fairly opposite of it. But like you said, VIX is at 15. It's fairly reasonable. The 28 level is a big deal. Most of the technicians I talk to on a daily basis are looking at that like it's the holy grail of technical analysis. 29. So my thinking is if we break through that on the upside, I think there could be a quick move to the upside. So as my example is buying the week 1, same expiration as yours, the 2800, 2830 call spread for 8.5 ticks. When I actually bought it this morning, I got it for 8 ticks. That's when it was trading 27.77. Well, no, it was trading a little lower earlier in the day. It risks 425 to make a potential 1,075. Other than the direction, what do you think?
Well, other than the direction, it just is wrong. Listen, it's a good risk-reward exposure. To your point, the market is at levels, to be fair, where there could be that breakout or breakdown. It does feel like things are awfully quiet. I mean, volatility, you mentioned, that is just disappeared. So one move, one way or the other, is going to happen, I believe.
Okay, last question, the one we talked about, is the Fed, if we get a complete resolution, is the Fed immediately going to pivot back to more hawkish talk?
Darn it, I hope you forgot about that one as I
didn't.
was thinking so hard on it. But the reality is this, Jim, the Fed is doing what I believe is the right thing, listening to data, listening to the markets, which therefore both of those things keep them on the sidelines for the near term.
I think they keep them on the sidelines too. Thank you for joining us on Market Movers. I'm Jim Urio, where we are helping to make you a better trader.